Hello, can you hear me, sir? Actually, I can't hear you if you can hear me. Still can't hear you.
Abhi,
Yes, sir, yes. Hang on, hang on. Yes, sir. No, I still can't hear you.
now let me try once again. Abhi,
Yeah, now I can hear you. No, still gone.
now
Yeah. Now I can hear you, sir. Still gone.
so now if I speak out, can you hear?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear.
This will do. We can go like this. I don't have to
Yeah, sir.
have it that way. Very good. Varun Gautam, first time I'm getting a boy who is working in State Bank as an officer for
Right, sir.
another job. You are trying for which bank job?
Sir, E.C.G.C.
Oh, very fine. You are interested in E.C.G.C. Good.
Yes.
Why is it that the salary structure in E.C.G.C is better than our SBI?
Yes, sir. I think E.C.G.C has the LIC LIC salary band. So it is more than the public sector banks, and it also has 5 days a week, and it is 100% government owned, sir.
True.
Right.
But in your
Yeah.
case, I think you would have already received 2 increments, is it not? You have done 1 year or 2 years service.
Mine is 2.5 years of service, sir.
So that means you would have drawn 4 increments more that is allowed for SBI POs, and also 2 more increments, totally 6 increments. Your salary must be of the order of 90,000,
No, sir. No.
80,000.
I mean, my gross is around gross is around 70. Yeah.
Kaise
But
bhai?
I am.
No, because an SBI PO who was joined in 2020, he told me he was drawing somewhere near 75 or so. How can it be
No
yours?
way. No way. I mean, he
No.
might have got some arrears, but I don't think 75. We cannot draw 75, sir.
There is a boy working in Andhra Pradesh, a physically
Right.
handicapped boy. 2019 recruitment. He took interview through me. He joined, and after that he sent particulars. Probably it was 57,000. I'm not sure. Maybe 57.
Yeah, 50, right, sir. 57 is correct.
57 maybe there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you been confirmed after your test also, confirmation test?
Yes, sir. I was confirmed. This January, I was confirmed.
Could you not get scale 2?
Actually, I had missed some exams, sir. There were certain cross-selling exams. I was in Delhi and got corona infected. So I had saved those exams for later. Yes, there are 3 exams. One is for SBI Life, SBI General, and Mutual Fund exam. So I had missed those exams and they couldn't be rescheduled. So I was some 50 to 70 marks short of being confirmed as a scale 2. But it's not a big thing for me, I guess, because I just want to leave the
because
office.
a candidate of mine, unka sister, she got into scale 2 from Andhra Pradesh. From Andhra Pradesh. Whereas this boy, who is elder brother, is struggling to get into banks. So much he is frustrated now. That's the thing. Good. Very good.
I mean, 90% of candidates get confirmed into scale 2 easily. Only like 10% due to some problem, or they might not be trying proactively to get into scale 2. They only, stay back.
But I understand now that scheme has been withdrawn, whereby
yes, it has.
Freshers, they are no longer eligible for scale 2.
No, they are not, sir.
They are not eligible.
In 2019 batch, what they did that only 10% of the top 2000 candidates will be selected, will be confirmed as scale 2. But from the 2020 batch, they just revoked the scheme altogether.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no scope for getting confirmed as scale 2.
No scope for them to be confirmed. That's true. But
yes,
only advantage in your SBI exam is this, that you don't have sectional cutoff. So much so much so, candidates who have scored less than 5-10 marks in data interpretation are officers.
right.
How many marks did you score in that, in your test?
I mean, it's been almost 3 years since I gave the exam. I don't remember actually.
You don't remember? Doesn't matter. I'm not keen on that. Just
casually. I gave the exam in 2019 August. The mains was in 2019 August, 18 August. I'm a 2018 batch PO.
18 batch. I know.
Yeah.
I started guiding people for interview only from 2019 batch.
Right.
That is there in somewhere in say after August. First thing I started was for LIC AAO. Nearly 50 people selected, and 2019 SBI, more than 50-60 people got selected.
Right. So actually,
also,
one of my
one
colleagues is there. He's Varun Rajyaguru. Oh. I don't think if you remember him, but he also took guidance from you for both SBIQ interview and LIC AAO, and he got selected in LIC AAO PO.
Very good. LIC AAO, but that was very easy to get selected because 750 people were called. They selected some 400 or 375 people.
But he didn't join, sir. He didn't join LIC. He joined SBI PO.
Oh,
yeah.
Good. Very good.
He regrets it.
Yeah. In SBI, right. I am told pressure is more. Is it so?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sir. Very much.
Very much. Pressure is more. That is the reason. It's okay. Yes. Now you are interested in getting into our great company E.C.G.C. E.C.G.C. Right, I am associated with E.C.G.C. not as an employee, as say a person who worked in the same building. In fact, right. E.C.G.C. Chennai was in the same building of our bank.
Right.
In Chennai.
Right.
Chennai, we have our own building. In that building, in second floor, they were working for some time. Later on, they shifted. Yeah. Now, right. The first question you will be facing is that, Mr. Varun, you are already working in an excellent institution like SBI. Why would you like to come to E.C.G.C?
Well, I had tailor-made some answers for that, sir, and I'm going to just run those by you. The first reason is that, I mean, obviously, State Bank is a premier organization of our country, and it caters to a lot of people, around 42 to 45 customers we have. But E.C.G.C does a more specialized work, as in more sector-centric work, like in exports. Whether a bank is an institution that caters to a ocean of work. There are many work that are being carried out in an organization. For example, I was in operations earlier, and for a time being, I was sitting in the credit department, and for some time I was there in the international banking department, and now I'm back to accounts operations. So I'm very interested to work in an organization which does a specialized form of work, sir.
Good. Come on, next point.
The next point is, sir, that now that I feel that I've gained a good experience of around 2.5 years in banking, and I want more stability regarding to work, which points to my first point, and place of postings primarily. Because my grandparents live with me, and I was posted in rural for 2 years. And when the pandemic struck, it was very difficult for me to, provide them medical facilities. I was posted in a very small village at that time. Oh. Right, sir. So
right now you are in a better place. Right now you are in a better place.
Rajkot. Yes, sir. I just got posted here in Rajkot. So this answer is still in making, but this is the summary, sir, of what I think.
No, but good. If they want, they can cut you by asking. That means you are interested in doing less work. you want to take care of only a few number of people and do less work, whereas in SBI, you get an opportunity to serve quite a good number of people. That means you don't like challenges in work.
That's not true, sir.
If they want to counter, normally they will not counter you. They will
Still,
not
it's
counter
a
you. Yeah.
right, sir. It still is a good counter question. I feel that for 2 years I was posted in customer centric branches, sir. But after confirmation, I have got the commercial branch, which is under the MCG vertical of the bank. They cater to only the people who have the exposure of 50 crores and above, sir. So
50 crores. Even here you
right,
see
sir.
less number of people.
Yes, sir. Even here I am seeing less number of people. So I think it is not a question of serving lesser or more people, sir. I personally feel that in E.C.G.C, we will be helping exporters and banks. So in a way, we would be helping a bigger community, sir.
You
I
can
mean,
also come
exporters.
out with a reason. I consider my career prospects to be better in E.C.G.C
Right,
as
sir.
compared to SBI. They may not
Right,
counter it. They may not counter it because you feel, but SEGC being a only organization catering to the
right,
requirements of exporters and the banks giving export finance, I am
right,
of
sir.
the view that the scope for learning is more, scope for serving is more, and my career prospects also may be brighter in days to come when the exports increase, when our country's export trade also improves. Automatically, my career prospects will be better than what probably we can anticipate in State Bank of India. Of course, in real
Right.
interview, you shall not use words like probably and all that. You have to be certain. You have to be certain in whatever you say. Good.
All right, sir.
Yeah, you said
Sir,
your
one,
grandparents are living with you. You want to ask some
yes,
question?
sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, one thing I wanted to know that I mean, between you and me, the only reason I want to join E.C.G.C is that the work pressure is marginal. I mean, by a huge extent, it is very low.
I know,
I
I
mean,
know,
it is
I can easily see there is not much
yeah,
of a pressure here. In one advantage in ECGC is every responsibility is put on the customer. ECGC recognizes claims every responsibility we put on customer. It is only in the case of recognizing the claims which they are very confused. They may not do it very quickly because they will say this clause has not been followed, that clause has not been complied with, like that. So, and it is a profit earning institution. You are right.
right, sir.
The workload or pressure will be considerably less.
Right. So
But at the
should I
same time, I'm not sure whether career improvement may be very high in ACGs. Not sure
yes, sir, that's true.
because they don't have this much expansion as SBI had. Because they can open offices only in places where they have exports. For example, in Tamil Nadu, we have Chennai, Tirupur, then Coimbatore, and a few places only. Probably
Right.
Madurai, Tiruchirappalli, and all. In Gujarat, how many offices they have?
In Gujarat, they have, sir, one in Ahmedabad. There is also in Rajkot. I actually visited that branch in Rajkot.
Oh,
And
good.
in
Hmm.
Vadodara, in
Hmm.
Surat, they have
Hmm.
4 or 5 places they have in Gujarat,
Four,
sir.
5 places. Good. So
Right,
I know this is the real reason which the
right,
interviewers can easily make out from whatever you speak out, they can easily make out because they are also experienced. They come across youngsters like you, but I'm not sure how many from SBI will be moving to ECGC. Maybe the number may be
right.
less. Number may
Sir,
be less. Yeah.
yes.
Did
Sir,
you
one
study?
more point I want to.
Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, one point I was, I mean, thinking about speaking there was that E.C.G.C offers 5 days a week. It
That
is a
again is
5 day.
not a valid reason.
Okay. No, I am
No,
just
no.
building upon it.
Personally, okay. As a family member, okay. I want you to be with me for 2 days. But
Right.
in the case of a company, when we look at it as an employer, this employee wants to do less work. All
Oh,
said and done, we know pretty well when an employee does more number of works, his effectiveness will be less. That's
right.
100% theoretically correct. Practically, as an employer, I want my people to work for as many number of hours as possible and to produce as much as possible for a return. If you can work for
Right.
20, if you can work for 16 hours a day, I'll be very happy, provided you are able to clear all my NPA and other things. Correct?
Right, sir.
But
So
practically, it is not possible.
I just wanted to build on that. That in E.C.G.C, I think I will get more time to work on my personality and hobbies. So which I am
Hobbies,
not, and to
hobbies,
spend more.
hobbies. What are the hobbies you are interested in?
Well, sir, I sing and play guitar and uh,
Good.
write some music occasionally.
Oh, write music.
As
The
in,
lyrics. Do you write lyrics? No.
yeah, lyrics, and I compose sometimes,
Oh,
but I
super.
am not able to.
Oh,
Yes, sir, I'm
super.
not able to give much time to it
Oh,
because here we have to work
yeah.
for 10
Yes.
hours, 11 hours.
Yeah, you can
Right,
tell
sir.
that as a reason. You can tell that as a reason. These things, whatever reason you say, will not be counted. And most probably, they will start with their introduction. Tell us about yourself. In that itself, this aspect of SBI, etc., will come out. And then
Should I?
they can question why you want to switch over if they are interested. Otherwise, they may not ask this question also. Now, tell
Right.
me about yourself. Tell me about
Sir, well,
yourself.
yeah, as you know, my name is Varun Gautam. I'm from Rohini, Delhi. I completed my Bachelor in Arts in Economics and Political Science in 2017 from University of Delhi. After that, in 2018, I was selected as a probationary officer in State Bank of India. I was told to report in Ahmedabad Circle, Gujarat. There, I underwent a training of 2 years in multiple branches and under multiple roles. In January 2021, I was confirmed and was posted in Rajkot. There, initially, I was given the Forex department, International Banking department, and then after I was given the Accounts department. And I've been working there since May 2021. And my hobbies are playing guitar and singing.
What is the job role of yours now?
Right now, I am in accounts department, sir. I have to pass the checks, and if a credit customer faces some problem with his account, his current account, I overlook that, crediting salaries to customers, to employees of these big companies, and these are the major things that we do here.
That is a normal function of an officer, namely to
Right,
pass checks. What is the
right, sir.
limit up to which you can pass checks?
My limit is, although I am a scale 1 officer, my limit is 5 lakhs, sir. But here I am working as on an officiating allowance. So now I can
Scale
pass
two.
check up.
You are on
Yeah,
scale
yeah,
two. Yeah.
right, sir.
So
So
now
there is no limit.
there is no
I
limit.
mean, for one,
You
no,
can
no.
pass unlimited. You can pass unlimited.
I mean, some checks above 1 crore need 2 officers to pass the check.
Yeah.
So if a check comes off more than 1 crore, 1 crore or more than 1 crore, I also pass that check, and another officer also passes the checks.
Yeah. Nowadays, for cash payment, what is the limit? Say about 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs.
For cash payments,
Do
actually, sir,
company
I don't
do
remember.
companies take large amounts in cash also?
No, no, no. There is, I mean, weeks go by and not even a single cash transaction is done in our branch, sir, because it's a commercial branch.
Yeah.
So, I
Everything
mean,
is only through bank accounts like checks and online
yes,
transactions, etc. Good.
right, right, sir,
I understand that. Good, good, good. Very good. Now you
right,
want
sir,
to go to E.C.G.C.
right, sir. I also worked a little bit of in international banking department, sir.
Yeah,
So
you have
there we
worked
opened
in. What did
LCs.
you do there in international banking?
So there I overlooked day-to-day transactions of forex for our exporter customers.
Don't use the word overlooked. Overlooked means negative term.
Oh, all right,
I was overseeing.
right, sir.
The word, let me check up in dictionary what is the meaning. Because the word overlooked in my, as far as I
It's
understand,
to ignore it, I think.
means ignore. Yeah, ignore it.
Yeah,
So that should
right,
not
right.
be used while talking. Yeah.
Definitely, sir.
I was overseeing or I was taking care of something like that. Yeah.
So, sir,
What were you doing?
I
Taking
was
care
taking
of.
care of the forex transactions. the money that the exporters, the money that the exporter clients have received, crediting that amount to their current accounts or CC accounts, and sending advance payments or full payments of our importer clients. So in that I had to print the SWIFT messages and then to interpret that to customer and confirm that this payment has arrived. Do you want to credit it now or do you want to credit it at another time? And we used to open LCs. We used to advise LCs for our exporting customers.
What
So
is the
these were
name of
three, four
what
tasks.
is the name of the document that takes care of the transactions in LCs?
The document you are asking, sir?
Yeah.
I mean, there are multiple documents like bill of lading, packing list, all that. But
I
if
am
you're
not
asking about,
asking. I'm not asking about the documents. There is a booklet or there is a set of rules which governs
uh,
the transactions in a letter of credit. What is it?
it's uniform codes of customs and practices.
UCP-DC, Uniform
UCP.
Customs, Uniform
And
Customs
practices of
and Practice
documentary
for
credit.
documentary credits.
Right, sir, yes. I forgot it.
UCP-DC, I think now it is 600. UCP-DC 600
Yes,
or earlier
yes,
when
sir.
I was working, it was 500. Now it is
Right,
600.
sir.
Yeah,
I
good.
think, yeah, after 2010, this UCPDC
600
600.
has come. Yeah, but I
Yes,
worked in
yes.
2001, long ago. Short, yeah, long back. Very
Right.
good. Now UCPDC. What are the problems exporters face?
Uh, for whatever time I worked there, sir, some problems were that exporter just supplied the goods and the payment is delayed, right?
Hmm.
So this is one of the problems they face, or the payment. For example, the goods they transported was of $100. They only receive $80, $85. The importer or the buyer cuts. Reduces the prices because maybe didn't like the quality of product or
Hmm.
one of the other issues.
Hmm.
Uh, these are the only challenges that I have seen that exporters face from the banking side, from the transaction side. And
No, but the question is about general problems exporters face. In which case you can go on a large scale and say, number one, exporters, they run short of orders for export. Number two,
right,
the exporters are also facing problems in terms of not being able to decide about the buyer, whether he is deserving to be exported or not, goods to be sent to
right,
him or not, because he
right,
is not in the same country or so. Likewise, some of these problems, and the exporters do have problem of finance for making of goods. Exporters have problems in terms of labor, expertise, something like that. You
capital,
can elaborate
right,
that and speak about that. But coming to the banking side of it, as you say, the importers reject goods because there are instances, where Bellary onion was supposed to be exported from India. The onion was exported to Middle East. The fellow rejected the order for the simple reason before the onion reached that country, the price had come down.
wow,
But of course, he cannot quote that as a reason. What he quoted was, I wanted Bellary onion, but you have made an invoice as onion. So
right,
that much is the problem in exports, where
right,
we go by documents, even letter by letter, word by
letter bill,
word is counted. So that is one
right,
issue also. So likewise, that
right,
is an issue we can talk about. That's right. So very good.
right.
So what are the ways by which E.C.G.C is catering to the problems of exporters?
So I think primarily,
This is the same question. Number one, this way. Second one, what are the services rendered by E.C.G.C? For that also same. What are the products of E.C.G.C? For that also answer is same. It is like asking, what are your strengths? Why should we select you? All are same, more or less. So
right.
tell me the products that E.C.G.C offers.
Primarily, sir, I think the manufacturers, which are also in turn are exporters. they manufacture products and they export it, they face primarily two issues. The one is finding capital. I mean, if they don't have capital, they will not be able to produce goods. And the second is, if they are able to produce goods and they export it somehow,
What is
there's
your
always
degree?
a,
What is the degree you studied?
sir, I am a BA in economics and political science, BA program.
BA economics, because you use the word capital. Capital is not the word. You have to use the word
Okay,
funds.
funds. All right.
Funds. Net result, that is the same. But capital is something else. And funds. Funds may be working capital funds. Here actually, he is running short of working capital funds. So,
Right.
okay. So the one is
So
working capital funds. How E.C.G.C is giving working capital?
no, I was just building on that, sir. I mean, primarily there are two reasons that exporters face. That first, there is a shortage of working capital funds that the banks come into play and address that. The second is, after they produce goods, they export it, and there's certain uncertainty that their money will come back. So, what E.C.G.C does is that it gives them the insurance. That could be 80% and 90% of the disbursement that the bank has done. So in this way, the exporter is confident that if things go south in the importer's country, I will be at least able to receive my payment and my liquidity will be maintained for further orders too.
Everything
So
nice,
that's
except that everything nice, except that when you were answering, you have to be specific in telling. Banks are giving finance to exporters, for which E.C.G.C is giving pre-shipment guarantee and post-shipment guarantee.
right.
Similarly, the next point you said about recovery of monies from abroad, and to take care of that, E.C.G.C gives policies to exporters like that. You should match it up like that. No, I mean, because while as a faculty, long ago, 30 years ago, I was taking classes on E.C.G.C. In
Right,
those
sir.
days, things were very simple, but now things are very different. Good. So everything else, what you said is right. So number
Right.
one, E.C.G.C gives policies to exporters. E.C.G.C gives guarantees to banks.
Right,
Correct?
sir.
Can you
Right.
elaborate the guarantees that are issued by E.C.G.C to banks?
Uh,
Have
I
you
mean,
studied?
the credit.
If you have studied, you can tell me. Otherwise, you can prepare and maybe you can try it out next
Actually, sir,
class. Yeah. Did you study?
although I have studied it, sir. Yeah, I have studied it that there are certain number of and types of policies that ECGC gives. I mean, some policies are based on the whole turnover of the
Hmm.
exporter. I mean,
Hmm.
the whole exposure of the exporter,
Hmm.
and some are shipment to shipment policies. I mean,
No,
they are
you
not.
are talking about policies. I am asking about guarantees.
Oh no, sir, guarantees I've not read.
Guarantees only, the banks are giving pre-shipment guarantee, post-shipment guarantee. Under pre-shipment, it can be individual shipment guarantee or
Right, sir.
whole turnover pre-shipment guarantee.
Right,
WTPCG. Whole
right,
turnover pre-shipment guarantee. The other one is whole turnover post-shipment guarantee. So in the
okay,
case of whole turnover pre-shipment guarantee, each bank takes a guarantee from E.C.G.C
right,
covering
sir.
the export finance being made for pre-shipment to the exporters at all the bank branches. And the statements are sent to the head office, and head office in turn is submitting consolidated statement to the E.C.G.C. I'm not sure whether it is region wise, whatever basis it is. They're supposing your branch, Rajkot E.C.G.C. Some branches which are coming under Rajkot, maybe they have to report to Rajkot and E.C.G.C and also pay the premium.
Yes, sir, they do. Actually,
Pay
I
the
asked in
premium.
the credit department.
Yeah, not only that, and the figure has to be submitted by the branch to the international division of the head of the bank also. So this is
Oh,
how
wow.
pre-shipment guarantee is being taken care of. And in the process of exports being made, if there are some problems, that guarantee up to an extent of 75% or 80% will be guaranteed by E.C.G.C. Same thing applies for post shipment also. So I would suggest you are going through the full material regarding products and services, okay, pre-shipment and all, and bank guarantee, all that you kindly go through thoroughly. Similarly, you have to go through about this policies also. But I am sure they will not question you too much in detail about individual broad exposure will do. They may
All
like
right,
to
sir.
know whether you have idea about how is the guarantee system operated. See, in the case of policies also, they take whole turnover policies. The exporter has to give a statement every month of
Yes.
shipments made and to make
Right.
payment of premium. The premium
Right.
will depend upon the country to which export is made, the commodity that is being exported. So many
The
factors.
amount,
Yeah.
the amount that is outstanding.
Yeah, no, so many factors taken into account to decide about the premium to be paid, and the exporter has to make this payment regularly, in which case
Right.
all the shipments will be guaranteed or covered by the E.C.G.C, covered under policies, and in case some problems arise, they will be paid 75% or whatever percentage. Or kindly check that one. What are they? Okay, you try to make out a table and understand what is the percentage and all that. So that will be
Right, sir.
very good. After that, what you are supposed to do is to go through E.C.G.C website and
Right.
find out about the special schemes they are offering, like
Okay.
factoring, buyer's credit cover, lines of credit cover, overseas investment insurance, and like another one, customer specific cover. The last one they have given NEIA. I have not come across that. NEIA, what it? Did you go through that?
Uh,
NEIA. Yeah.
no, 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 sir.
NEIA. Here they are giving insurance cover for buyer's credit and that one. Next one, National Export Insurance Account. National Export Insurance Account has been set up by Government of India to facilitate medium and long-term exports, which are commercially viable, considering the limitations of E.C.G.C Limited in providing adequate cover on its own and
Right.
non-availability of reinsurance cover to such exporters. Keeping in view of the said objective, NEIA, National Export Insurance Account, aims to ensure the availability of credit risk cover for projects and other high-value exports which are desirable from the point of view of national interest, but which E.C.G.C is unable to underwrite at terms which will not affect the competitiveness of the exports. For
Right.
details, click here. ये तो अब पूरा पढ़ना है जी. ये तो
ठीक है.
six page material given. इसको पूरा पढ़ लीजिए. ठीक है?
All right, sir. Definitely.
Yeah. Then about factoring also you should know. Do you know what is a factoring?
Yes, sir. I know factoring.
What is factoring? Tell me.
Let me just remember it because I read it during the RBI preparation. Factoring
Did
is
did you appear for B grade examination this time?
yes, sir. I just couldn't clear the mains.
Oh, because one boy has informed that he has cleared mains. He is going to from Karnataka. Some boy. Yeah, tell me.
Right, right. Factoring, I'm not able to recall, sir, because I have read it, but I'm not able to recall it right now.
Yeah, factoring agent is one who buys the credits to be received
Right, right,
and at a discount.
right.
Later on, he recovers from the main party.
Right, right.
So that is known as factoring. So
Yeah, yeah. There are two terms, sir.
Pardon?
There are two terms actually. One is forfeiting and the other one is factoring. I think for the overseas one is called factoring, where they factor the bills in, in exchange of a small commission.
Yeah, there can be factoring may without recourse, with recourse.
Huh.
With recourse ka matlab, in case we are not able to recover, the factoring agent can get back to you maybe
right.
under what conditions we don't know. I only know theoretical aspect of isko
Right.
forfeiting I have forgotten long back. I don't
Right.
remember. So please get to know that also. And
Sure, sir.
there is something more given, like say that buyer's credit cover, lines of credit cover, etc. उसका बारे में पूरा पढ़ लीजिए. I am
ठीक
not
है. Buyer's credit I have a
buyer's
faintest
credit
idea, sir.
cover, lines of credit cover, transfer guarantee, like that. All those things वो पूरा एक बार का दो बार पूरा पढ़ लीजिए, so that you can cover some of the intricate points about them they ask. Now, what you
Right, sir.
can do, what you can give for E.C.G.C that others cannot.
So I feel that I'm an experienced candidate, sir. Having been worked for 2.5 years in the largest bank of the country, I feel that I can understand the exporters, what their challenges are, and I can also liaison better with banks because of the reason that I actually am and or was a part of the bank. So I think this experience will definitely aid me to cater better services to exporters and our bank customers.
This answer alone will not do, because here you are telling only experience.
Right, sir.
The net 1.5 minute you talked, the net result of that is only experience.
Right, sir.
That's what you told in a very expanded manner.
Can I
Now you
also
have
speak about the
you have to add some more points that you can
right,
see in my blog, yesbank.in, achievement motivation. That is like any person, any interview. It is nothing but the same strengths you have to tell out. I am a
right,
quick
sir.
learner. I am a quick learner. I'm a
Right,
creative person. I undertake, say, risks, and I am capable of shouldering extra responsibility. I am a
right.
person who has got leadership quality also. In case of need, I will always guide people. Likewise, you have to add, there are some 25 qualities I have given. I have copied from
Sir,
some. So say
right.
everything you don't have to tell, but thoda se thoda aap batana hai 5-6 qualities.
Sir, can I also back those qualities with examples? Because while I was in probation, I did face some challenges during
They can
COVID
ask you.
times.
They can ask you.
Because
For example,
definitely I can back.
yeah, this list, let me read out. Number 1,
Right, sir.
creative. Number 2, calculated risk taking. Number 3, not too discouraged by failures. Number 4, hard working. Number 5, taking personal responsibility, desires feedback and learns from the experience, recognizing errors, self
Right,
confidence, success oriented, competitive, positive attitude, time management, innovative, likes challenges, dynamic, takes initiative, there is always a better way, high tolerance for ambiguities, intensive, leader, ability to grasp quickly, dissatisfied with general situation, average intelligence, has a strong reason for wanting to achieve something special, a clearly defined goal, planning and priorities carefully, knowing when to ask for help and involve others in their plans, not just to dream about their goals. They take
right,
action and measure results. This is a
right.
very big result list. ये पूरा बोलने से तो बोर लग जाएगा. उसमें से
हाँ.
6 points, 5-6
Right,
points.
sir.
First point, what you said is very important. I have got
Right,
experience in having worked in a banking industry for 2.5 years. That
right.
coupled with these qualities will enable me a good performer, and I'm
Right,
sure
sir.
I will do to the satisfaction of superiors.
Right. So
This
one more thing I wanted to ask that, I mean, just as you told earlier, that why do you want to switch from the largest bank of our country to E.C.G.C? I mean, I get a bit uncomfortable because I don't know how to answer this. So, I mean, what could be this solid reason
I
that
already told
one
you the
new,
reasons, but this can be told as a confirmed one. After you are knowing the salary of E.C.G.C, what are the grades that are there? In banking, you have 7 or 8 grades. E.C.G.C, how many grades are there? what is their beginning salary, what is their higher grade salary and all. वो थोड़ा जानने से बोलने से अच्छा होगा. I told generally, anybody who is jumping from one place to another will say, my future will be good in another place. Keeping that as
I feel that, right. I feel that my prospects would be better in E.C.G.C.
No, that is true. E.C.G.C, whether it is good, you only that can be confirmed only when we know what are all the levels and how many years it takes for getting promotion like that. ये जानने के लिए किसी से मिलना तो मिल जाइए straight go and
हाँ
meet.
सर, मैं मिला था एक्चुअली राजकोट की ब्रांच में. मैं गया था वहाँ पे 2.5-3 घंटे. वहाँ पे ब्रांच मैनेजर और वहाँ के जो ऑफिसर्स थे उनसे बातचीत करी थी मैंने.
Very
तो they
good.
were very positive that there would not be that pace of growth would be slower in E.C.G.C, but everything else is very good.
Yeah,
They were telling me.
that's what
But
I was
I
having
as a
in mind. That's
right,
what I was having in mind. The promotion grade will be less.
right,
But even though you know that, you would like to change because you want less troubles or less problems being posed to you every day. But that cannot
right,
be told, I want less work, I
right.
want to come. You can't tell them, I want less problems, I want to come. But however,
Correct.
the common reason, I hope to have a good future. I am hopeful of a good future and good career. If they counter you by telling, don't you know that here it takes a lot of time for promotion? I am aware of that, sir. In spite of it, I am of the view that a place like E.C.G.C will give me a better exposure and good future. Once you confirm and say 2 times, they will not count it.
Good.
The
Great, sir.
idea is whether you are satisfied in the answer you are giving. There are no definite answers. Anything you
Correct.
can say. The way you walk in, the way you look at them, the way you smile at them. ये सब देखने से तो आपको मार्क हो जाता है. 10 मिनट
Right.
10 मिनट नहीं. Some authors have told within 10-15 seconds your marks are decided.
Right.
Invariably it is so. Because first impression is the best impression. समझ गया?
Right, sir.
So
Right, sir.
for you, it's not a problem. You are a young man with lot of energy,
Right,
enthusiasm,
sir.
and clarity in thought. You are good in English. Absolutely no problem. In fact, I have a candidate now from Andhra Pradesh, a girl. She has problem in talking in English.
Oh,
She is unemployed, engineering graduate, but can't help it. What
right.
to do? I only told her you first learn about talking in English, then only you can try to improve yourself. So likewise, because people from Andhra, they are not good in Telugu. I mean English, not they have no exposure. You are able to
Right.
talk well because you have exposure in having studied CBSC or something like. That's
Yes,
the
sir. CBS.
yeah.
Right.
Good. Anything else you would like to ask me?
Sir, I just wanted to know that I'm reading the newspaper daily, but obviously I'm not able to retain that all that information. So what I was thinking that should I be reading current affairs of last 3 months prior to the interview date? Would that be okay?
Why, see, for interview situations, 10-15 days will do. They
Right.
won't ask something which is 4 year, not like an examination where they will ask 6 months, 4 months, and not. What is happening now? Invariably, if you go for an interview today, the question will be on corona. Almost
Correct.
all the banks it is happening. South Indian Bank today they asked what are the names of vaccines used in corona.
Correct.
Simple answer only, provided one knows.
Right,
What,
sir. So, sir,
what is the answer for
one.
this?
Sir, what were you saying?
What is the name of vaccines?
The one that we are using.
Yeah.
We have right now we have two, sir: Covishield and Covaxin.
What are the other things that are under consideration or in
Under
use?
Sputnik is under consideration, sir.
Correct.
And yeah, and yeah, this Sputnik I remember.
Sputnik only. Other medicines are Moderna, then Pfizer, something like that. But that is
Oxford,
not,
Johnson
that's not
Johnson's.
in use in India. Here
Right,
again,
sir.
if they want to tease us, they can always ask who is producing Covishield.
Covishield is Bharat Biotech, sir, and Covaxin is Bharat Biotech, and Covishield is Serum Institute of India.
Who whose patent is that Covishield?
Covishield is AstraZeneca, sir.
True. Which company has made it?
The AstraZeneca one,
Done by Oxford University.
right?
You please get to know that also. If you go
Correct,
for
sir.
something like that, everything you should know. What is Covaxin?
Correct.
Which is the company who is doing it? What are the ingredients of it? Full details, जरूरत नहीं, and how it is effective. Same thing for Covishield also. Okay,
Correct, sir.
very good. So these are
And
now right now. This will be the issue, and you are from Gujarat. If you
no, I'm from Delhi, sir.
but now working in Gujarat,
Right, sir. For the last 2.5 years.
but your interview also in Gujarat only.
For State Bank,
E.C.G.C.
the dates have not been announced as of.
You wrote examination which center? Examination which state did
I
you
wrote the
write?
exam in Delhi.
Delhi. Oh, तब तो interview भी
Delhi, sir. Right.
interview also आपको दिल्ली में हो जाएगा.
शायद सर इसमें ना एक ही सेंटर होता है, मुंबई बुलाते हैं शायद.
Oh, everybody is
अब
brought to Mumbai. अच्छा.
yeah, I mean this might be it could be different this time, but generally everyone's interview is conducted in
They
Mumbai.
may do it on through internet also.
Yeah, sir. There's a possibility,
Connect
definitely.
through internet. Yeah. So what I was telling you is that yeah, yeah. The thing is, whatever questions relating to your area. If you are from Delhi, Delhi area में क्या क्या problem हो रहा है, उधर क्या problem क्या था, ऑक्सीजन में क्या हुआ, ऑक्सीजन में क्या नहीं हुआ, ये सब
Correct.
से बढ़िया है. Like a gossip,
Correct.
recent things they will ask, and गुजरात होने
Of
से
Gujarat also.
pardon.
मतलब गुजरात का भी शायद मुझे पता होना चाहिए.
भी आपको जानना चाहिए because you are now working in Gujarat. So राजकोट का बारे में क्वेश्चन पूछेगा. राजकोट में इम्पोर्टेंट मैन कौन है, एमपी कौन है, एमएलए कौन है, and what is done in Rajkot mainly, what are the products exported from Rajkot, why there is an office of E.C.G.C in Rajkot, उन लोग का मेन काम क्या होता है, likewise ये सब रेडी कर दो. Otherwise maybe we can meet next after you are getting a date.
Sure, sir, definitely.
Otherwise there is no need for you. You are already a better shaped person. You can meet any interview with success, provided
Thank you, sir.
you go through the contents I have told you.
Definitely, sir. Sir, this video would be uploaded somewhere so that I can just go back and list those points you told.
Yeah, I will load it into YouTube. And
all right, definitely.
You have any problem in it being loaded? No.
No, I don't have any problem.
Yeah. So I will load it. You can see that. And
all right.
You are, to be honest, you are one among the top rankers as far as interview is concerned. I am meeting hundreds of people. Today, you are the 6th candidate.
Oh, okay.
In terms of interviews. In terms of interviews, you are the 6th candidate. All the other interviews were for South Indian Bank only.
Right,
South
sir.
Indian Bank clerk only. So, level is entirely different. You are doing very well. No problem.
Thank you.
You are telling your grandparents are living with you. What about your daddy?
My dad. Actually, he doesn't live with me. He's in. He's separated. I mean, if you don't upload this part on YouTube.
Oh no. Oh, so that's a minor point. Leave it. Maybe that's the reason you are not mentioning it, but doesn't matter. Your mother is living with whom?
Actually, my mother expired in 2007, sir.
Oh, sorry.
And that's why my grandmother lives with me. From 2007, she's been living with me.
Mother's mother or father's mother?
Mother's side, sir.
It's okay, fine. That is what is happening. In India, that is the rule of the law. That is the rule of the law. Acha, when are you going to get married?
I mean, I just wanted to be certain about my career first, sir. And then maybe next 2 to 3 years, nothing as of short term.
How old are you? 25?
I will be 25 in November.
अच्छा है आप 2 साल कर सकते you can wait for 2 more years.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Your interview has been extremely good. Absolutely, there is no problem. You are not told anything very secretive and all that.
All right.
No problem. Will you be taking no objection certificate from SBI?
I will be, sir. When the interview dates will come, I will be applying for that.
You have to. Without telling them, you cannot go.
Right, sir.
Very nice. You participated well.
Thank you, sir.
9.5 out of 10.
Thank you so much.
9.5 out of 10. And of course, when you present yourself, dress me and all, you will take care of.
Yeah, definitely. I wore my suit when I was appearing for SBI interview.
Oh,
but
no problem. You can.
But sir,
if you are called in person, wear a suit. I mean, suit and all. Even otherwise, you can wear a suit. You have
actually, sir,
you have a broadband in case they ask you for interview over internet.
Right now, I don't have broadband, but if things, if things arise, I will definitely have a broadband connection.
This is going out of your Geo only.
Yeah, this conversation is on Geo.
Geo, I think in Gujarat they give you good speed possibly. बहुत clearly.
Maybe, sir.
बहुत clearly.
हाँ सर, हाँ एक चीज मैं और बोलना चाह रहा था कि जब मेरा स्टेट बैंक का इंटरव्यू था तो उस टाइम पर 20 मार्क्स तो आई थिंक द रेशियो वाज 30-20, मतलब 30 इंटरव्यू के थे और 20 शायद जीडी और
20
भी कुछ
30 interview. I know.
Right, but at that time in 2018, I scored only 17 marks in out of 30.
Very less. I will show
very
you.
Less, I know.
I will show you a video of a candidate who scored 30 out of 30.
Wow.
My candidate who has taken interview from me, I am sure candidates take interview from many sources. I am one among them. Right. She has scored 30 out of 30. I will give you that video. I will give you a link which will give you successful videos. All right, sir. People who have come out successful. Usme that candidate is. She is only BSc Computer Science.
Okay.
अरे वो लड़की 2020 में she has scored 19 in GD, 30 in and what say interview. For all that, she was talking majority in Hindi only.
Wow. So the language doesn't have a role as it seems.
What she said, I do participate in social service. I do teach others, I do this, that and all. She has projected a positive image about her.
Right.
You understand? So that was the reason, not because of my interview to her, not because of her answers, the very way of her telling about herself, that she is interested in social service, etc., would have earned her very good marks. And also a girl only say when she is presenting herself nicely, automatically mark zyada ho jayega. Yeah, assuming same performance by a, not to be told, doesn't matter.
So one more thing I just wanted to ask you that while I was introducing myself, I told you that in 2017 I completed my degree, and 2018 I was selected as the probationary officer in State Bank of India. Between 2017 and 2018, sir, I also appeared for 3 SSB interviews, the army ones. So should I?
Don't tell them.
No need of that.
There is no need, no correlation.
Okay. All right.
Unless they question you why there was a gap, which they will not ask. Nowadays, we are used to having gap for 4 years, 3 years and all. No, that is not needed.
All right.
There is no point in telling about, I tried for SSB, I didn't succeed. Why do you have to tell me about that? No, because there is no connection between SSB and E.C.G.C. I am not asking you what you were doing for 1 year. Why do you have to tell me about Understand?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Understood, sir.
It's good that you asked about that. Good.
Right.
Never you tell about that even when you go and see a girl for marriage. Don't tell about SSB. जरूरत नहीं. Negative point.
हाँ, sure.
जरूरत नहीं.
ठीक.
ठीक है?
Okay. All right. And the only other exam I appeared was for SBI, and I was selected for it on the first time. So there's nothing
Like
more
that.
to it.
You can tell I got selected in my first bank exam, something like that. You can say.
All right.
You are very good. Why should I am only worried why you did not clear for scale 2. You told the reasons. It's okay.
Right, sir.
If
Actually, sir, one more.
If you had got scale 2, you would have been more motivated and you may not even aspire for getting over TCs.
Right, sir.
That's my thinking or knowledge. Anyhow.
Actually, sir, I mean, to be honest with you, I just didn't have any incentive or any interest to work in the state bank. So somewhere, I mean, obviously, I won't be telling it there, but I just wanted to share you.
It's okay. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. No, always positive.
All right, sir. Definitely.
Always positive. Or now, supposing I put a question to you. You are a young man with so much of energy and enthusiasm. Why should you not start a business? What is your answer?
I have never thought about it.
I don't require an answer now. Think over. I mean,
Yeah, sir. Definitely food for
our
thought.
interview is to be made tough. We can be questioned like that also. But normally, nobody has got that much time because they spend only 10 minutes, 15
Correct.
minutes maximum. उसका अंदर में complete करना है. So enjoy
All right.
experience of talking. Tell only positive points.
All right.
Not even one negative. No.
All
Best
right.
wishes. You are
Thank you, sir.
Very good. I have already graded you very well. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
It will
Bye,
come.
sir. Good night.
It will come in YouTube. You can enjoy seeing it. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you.